Now, have you ever felt tempted to leave everything behind and just try something new? It's what Twitter says I should do every day. Well, that's exactly what our next guest did when she decided to embrace life on the road.
Yes, after the menopause left her feeling burnt out and in a bit of a dark place, Siobhan Daniels sold her flat, quit her job and spent £40,000 on this glorious motorhome to travel around the UK.
And as she encourages other women to get out of their comfort zone, Siobhan is joining us now. Hello, Siobhan, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
I'm so excited to chat to you.
Siobhan, this is a really brave... It shouldn't be brave, right? Because we kind of look at these things, it's like, you know, you're supposed to want the home and want the career and then want to retire and sort of enjoy winding down. So that's what you're supposed to want to do, but actually, this is quite a brave thing to do, but it shouldn't be. And I think that's your message, isn't it? Like, you weren't feeling yourself. This started when you were going through the menopause and you knew you needed to do something for you.
I think a lot of women get to that stage where you just want to repurpose your life. You think, what the heck's it all about? Kids are grown up, you know, you're floundering about in work and you just think, what do I really want? What makes me happy? And that's the point that I got to. I thought, what makes me happy? Travel makes me happy. Everything that I've got around me is just stopping me living, and I want to live. And the idea of a motorhome popped into my head one morning. I still don't know where it came from because I've never driven a motorhome. I've never slept in a motorhome. And it just popped in and I thought, that's it. And I went into work that day and said to everyone, I'm going to get rid of all my stuff. I'm going to get rid of my home, buy a motorhome and hit the road.
Oh, I love this. That's the kind of, like, oomph, you know, that women should have, right?
It must be so liberating to just suddenly just sort of get rid of all of the little things and then just sort of focus on you, I suppose.
It's really scary at first. I don't make it, although it was an easy journey. I was frightened. My head kept thinking, what are you doing? So I was ruthless. I just threw everything in the middle of my motorhome. I've written a blog and shown the pictures. I threw everything, in the middle of my flat. Friends came for dinner and I was going, you can take that, you can take that. I went into work with bags of stuff. I went to charity shops and I got giddy, really, I think. and then I chose the motorhome. As soon as I walked in Dora, I knew that's the one for me. I don't know why, but I just did. A bit like buying a home.
Right.
And then the fear, I kept pushing it away, but it was there. So I don't, you know, say to anybody, if you embark on this, it's not going to be frightening. But face your fear. Don't say self-limit. Don't say, I'm too old or I can't do that. Because that's what we do to ourselves. And we say, oh, I've got to stay in this house.
Exactly, it's like you're supposed to be to be conventional, aren't you? You've got to stay in this house and this is kind of...
But you're not living, you're existing because you're working to earn lots of money, to buy loads of stuff, to clutter your life, and then you've got to pay for it and you've got all the stress, but you're not living.
Have you always had sort of that impulsive nature, that kind of, right, get up and go, I'm going to do this? Or is this a real kind of...
No, not at all. I thought I had to have the nice houses to make sure my daughter went to the nice schools and I stretched myself with mortgages and all that kind of thing. My nickname was Champagne Siobhan. You know, dinner party time.
Nickname.
You know, and so, of course, when I started doing this, all my friends were, what on earth are you doing?
Well, because you'd never even driven one of these things before, had you?
No, and that was scary. I can't...
It's a leap.
Yeah, massively. But thankfully, my brother Paddy had a motorhome and I just was forever on the phone saying to my brother, I can't do this, I don't know what to do. And he'd answer the phone going, motorhome helpline.
Well, that's good.
She needs me again.
Need a bit of help. Should we have
come and have a look? I'd love to show you around. Come in.
How was it getting it in the studio, first of all?
Oh,
was it difficult to get it in here?
A lot of sweat and tears, but I got it.
In we go. This in the old studio, that's for sure.
I don't even know where the door...
Come in.
You get it in.
Come and take a seat.
Oh!
Lovely.
Look at
this. It is so nice.
I know, it's everything you need.
Look at this.
Oh, my gin bar.
All the essentials.
I have to have a gin bar.
Absolutely.
And the lights go on when the gin bar's open.
Oh, do they?
It's amazing how often they come on.
What time does this gin bar open?
There's a bathroom in here. There's a bathroom.
Yeah, look, there's a full-size bathroom. Do you want to shower while you're in there?
Oh, there's a shower in here, Siobhan.
Just a casual
shower. There's a shower.
Yep, see you.
There we go.
There you go. Oh,
a sec.
Use the toilet already, Jo.
Thank you. I'm very
nice and clean.
This is so cosy. Like, I
you want to sit there? Do you want...
I totally understand why you'd want to spend a lot of time in here.
And my food is up here. I could put all my food in there.
See, it's
put all my clothes in the lockers. Look, I have them all organised.
And like, do you just... So where do you sleep? Does this go...
this is my bed.
That
So
side.
I pull this
Good,
out.
I'm just so pleased that we're not being rude and sat on your bed.
I don't want to.
No, you're
Okay,
right.
good.
But you pull it out, that drops down, it becomes a single bed, and my bedding's in a locker over there. So I roll out the mattress and my quilt, and I'm comfy as and I sit here looking out the window at all the views.
Do you literally look at a map and think, right, this week I fancy going here?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first started, I just would Google where haven't I been. And when I turned the key in the ignition in 2019, just giggling and crying, thinking, what are you doing? Where are you going? And being a Yorkshire lass, I just instinctively headed up towards Yorkshire, and I stayed on a farm in Harrogate. And when I saw the sunrise that first morning, I just thought, I know I've done the right thing.
Wow.
And since then, I kind of Google places, or I get invited to talk at lots of festivals now.
OK.
To encourage women to have these adventures. And so if I'm invited to a festival, I've just done the Armchair Adventure Festival in Cornwall, and I hadn't been down to Cornwall, so I'm Googling different places and thinking, oh, I can go there, I can go there.
Exciting, isn't it?
You sort of become a bit of a sort of social media influencer with it all now, right? So people are sort of really inspired by your story, I suppose.
And that's what feeds me, because when I was in my mid-50s, I was genuinely broken, just with the menopause, brother and sister had died, struggling at work, feeling voiceless, and where do I fit in with everything? And I was broken. And now I'm 65. I genuinely am the happiest I've ever been. I feel like I play Doll's House every day.
I bet.
So I want to take people on that journey. And when I do my talks, women queue up in tears and go, I'm there, I'm in that place. And I can help them, and I love doing that.
It's like you've really found your calling.
Yeah.
You know, like at a time where you really wasn't feeling yourself, you've kind of taken on this, what at the time I suppose felt like a big adventure.
Yeah.
But now you've really found your calling.
Yeah, I have definitely found what I say is my inner voice and my warrior. I feel like I've got to be doing this. I've got to help women.
I bet you've got a queue of all your girlfriends going, Siobhan. I know you've only got one bed in there, but please let me squeeze in with you.
It opens up right across.
I bet,
Really?
I bet everyone wanted to come with you, don't you?
How many can you fit in this bed, Siobhan?
I've had 4 in at the moment.
Four in this
but there's
bed?
room. We could
It's a party.
squeeze up and get another.
What did the little one say?
Get out.
Roll over.
No, go get the gin. Go in the bar.
Honestly, I totally get this.
Yeah.
I totally get
and so
it.
you really just encourage, essentially what you're doing is encouraging people to take that leap.
Yeah.
You know.
Be a bit fearless.
Yeah, because I also think in society we write people off when they're heading towards retirement and heading towards their 60s.
So wrong.
And all the narratives around it are negative. You know, oh, you look good for your age, or oh, you can't do that because you're too old. And a lot of people take that on board and stop themselves. And I'm saying, look at the things that you loved when you were younger, revisit those. I do something crazy. I lie down and look at the clouds now, because when I was little, I used to love that feeling of just watching the clouds and making faces. And then I stopped doing it for over 40 years. And I thought,
life
why?
gets in the way, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm so happy for you. This is
Love
just
it.
incredible, and this is so cosy, and I don't want to leave
It is. This is wonderful. It's
Well,
you can come on a road trip
The only
anytime.
downside to this whole thing, I think, is the fact that you've got to reverse it out of the studio in the next break.
In the next break.
I'm feeling for you.
We're definitely going to film
So
that.
if you hear any noises...
That'll be on social media.
Yeah, exactly that. Thank you so much for coming to see us and inviting us into your lovely home.
Try not to run over the loose women.
Yeah.
OK?
Watch the crew. We love them dearly. Look after yourself, boys.
Thank you, Siobhan, for coming in. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Hi everyone, just wanted to say thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. Now listen, we upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.